Hey guys, so it is pretty late, which is why I'm down in my garage filming this, because I don't want to disturb anyone upstairs. I say anyone, it's just Tom upstairs, and he'd be perfectly fine with me recording in front of him, but I'm still getting used to this. Anyway, this isn't going to be as happy, as playful a video, because it's going to be a rant. And I know I say I've gone on rants before, but I mean it. This is a rant, and I don't care how it comes across, okay? It's Christmas time. It is supposed to be a great time of year. Everyone works during Christmas time, okay? It's inevitable, you have to do it, and sometimes you do jobs that you don't want to. Hence why I've been in retail for so long. It isn't because I want to, it's because I haven't been able to find anything else at the moment. That's why I'm working 2 jobs, for God's sake. One so I can get more money in, the other so I can get a little bit of money in and also experience to go and do something else. I mean, it's not for my health, it's clearly not for my health, otherwise I wouldn't be having rants like this. But yeah, today's rant is going to be about retail during Christmas time. You get 2 kinds of customers during this time of year. There's no exception. There are only 2. And that is Exhibit A, which is the people who understand, okay, maybe they work in retail too, maybe they work in a really, not a nice job where it's not a great environment, so they understand and they're nice, they don't make too much conversation, they just come in, they get their shopping and then they leave. Minimal conversation. Sometimes they'll, there's a little bit of small talk. Oh, enjoying the weather. Oh, it's cold out there. Ready for Christmas? Yeah, mostly sorted. Goodbye, have a nice day. You're done. And then you get the other kinds of customers. The ones who go out of their way to be the biggest bunch of douchebags ever. And I got all of them. I got all of them today. It was a fantastic day. I've had a day. So, like for example, I was opening the shop today, and we don't open until 9 in the morning. So I'm usually there by about 8:30, 8:45, something like that, to get all the paperwork done, make sure everything's in order, count the money, put the tills on, do a little tidy, and then open the shop. Well, I already had people banging down the door before I'd even arrived. Why? Like, oh, you're running late then? No, we don't open till 9. Oh, what time do you call this then? 8:35? I don't know, it's just... I don't get it. I do not get it. Why? But, stuff like that, it happens. I'm not too thing about it. But then it just gets worse and worse. You get so many people who go out their way to try and make your life miserable. Like I had... Right, if you don't know where I work by now, because there's been plenty of hints throughout, especially during the Nano updates as well. I'm still not gonna name the name because I can't be asked. I can't be bothered. But yeah, it sells a lot of hair things and makeup stuff, and during this time of year you'll get the more like trinkety stuff, like jewelry boxes and stuff like that. And it's not the cheapest shop. It's by no means a fancy shop or anything, but it is expensive. I'm not gonna lie, and especially when we do stuff like ear piercing as well, it's not the cheapest shop. I get that. I don't shop there, and when I do, I already have staff discounts, so I don't really feel the brunt of it, but then I understand that a lot of people do. So if someone ever says, oh, this is a bit expensive, I agree with them. I'm not the one who sets the prices, okay? I'm not the one who decides, this could cost more. We need the money. I'm not that person. I'll agree, yeah, it's a bit expensive. That's just what head office tells us to price it as. What can you do? I'm a key holder, for God's sake. I'm not a manager. I'm not even an assistant manager. I just go there, open up the shop, sometimes close the shop, and I sell things that someone else has priced. That's all I do. That is all I do. So can you not blame me, please? Especially this time of year. Like today, I had a jewellery box thrown at my face. She picked it up. Oi, love, how much is this supposed to be then? Oh, so the other prices are just written on the back, so that one's £20. I don't want to pay £20 for a jewellery box either, but that is just the way the shop has priced it, so I can understand why she was annoyed. Just as a side note. 20 quid! Yeah, £20. Where the hell do you get off pricing stuff like this? Who do you think you are? And she threw it at me, and it missed my head. I kid you not that much, and it broke against the wall, and by the time I was like, to avoid it, she'd already stormed off. And that's not the only case. That's such a regular thing, and it just gets worse and worse. Like from the middle of October, right up until the end of January, because of January sales and everything, you get everyone coming out the woodwork, and rather than just being, oh, this is expensive, and leave, they blame you, and they try to make you feel about this big. And it's not right. It is not right at all. There was another instance when someone was asking about ear piercing prices, and they wanted to know like the cheapest of the cheap. And I'm not going to go into prices and everything like that because they change like every few months or something, and also I'm not trying to sell you anything, so I'm not going to do that anyway. So they wanted to know the cheapest of the cheap. So I told them. And they were absolutely disgusted. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. And they were, don't apologise, just make it cheaper. I can't. I really can't. What, you can't offer me anything? No. I can only offer you what offers there are at the time. And when I do tell people the offers, they look at me like, just, there's no one home. And then when they get to the till and you explain to them the offer again, oh, why didn't you tell me that then? It just saves me walking around. I did tell you. And it's just like, even when someone walks into the building, hi there, you okay? Just, you know, your standard customer service voice, hi there, you okay? Some of them don't even look at you. And others go, like they try and... I'm not being funny. That's what I do with children in the kids club when they start mouthing off. I'm like, because I don't want to hear the mouthing off. They're doing it to me just for saying hi. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I love Christmas. I really do. Christmas is just such a... You just get such a warm feeling. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas and you're just walking down the street and you see all the lights up and there's all the Christmas stalls out and everything. And there's just decoration and there's a different atmosphere in the air, and I absolutely live for it. I really do. But working in retail is just slowly killing it. So this is just a message to anyone out there. Can you please... I get it. You want to get Christmas shopping done. You just want to be done with the hustle and bustle of it all. Get your gifts, get your presents, and then go home. And you want to get it done as efficiently and cheaply as possible, because the world we're living in at the moment, money is really hard to come by, and people are struggling every single day, no matter what your situation is. And I really do get it. As someone who's working 2 jobs and juggling all of these side projects, which I don't get paid for. I don't get paid for doing YouTube as of right now. I'm not doing YouTube to get paid, I'm doing it to build a platform. I don't write my reviews to get paid. I do have a Patreon, but I'm not demanding money from anyone. It's just an option if people happen to like my stuff. I'm just building a platform to try and enjoy myself. Everyone's situation is different, and money is really tight and hard to come by for a lot of people out there. But please treat the people who are serving you with some respect. It happens every year. I've worked in this place for about 2.5 years now. Before this, I worked in a clothes shop where it was just as bad. Everyone treats you, when you're working in customer service, and it's not just working in a shop, it can be any kind of customer service. So if you're working as waiting staff, working in a cafe, working on, like I've done a call center job before, that's customer service. No matter what kind of customer service job you're in, it's hard. It is so hard. Like, oh yeah, it's just a shop job. Oh, you're just serving coffee. No, you're not. You have to deal with so many people, and they're not the nicest half the time. Sometimes you'll find this absolute gem of a person. Like, the other day, this guy came into the shop, he looked clueless, and said, "Look, love, I'll be honest with you. Me and my girlfriend, this is our first Christmas where we're living together. She's got 4 daughters. I've never dealt with buying for girls before. Can you give me a hand?" Sure, mate. I spent half an hour with him, because the shop happened to be really dead that day, and I spent half an hour with him. He told me the ages of the girls, what they were into, and I helped him. And at the end of it, because we had to dress up as like Christmas gear in the shop, because every now and again we do the Christmas thing, kind of like the snowman one you saw, but this time I had my elf hat on, little green top and everything. He went, "Oh, you know what, love? You're a top elf, you are." And I'm like, yeah, I am a top elf. Thank you very much. I am a top elf. Anyone in customer service, you're a top elf. I don't know if anyone's told you this recently, but maybe you need to hear it. You're all top elves out there. You really are. But people like that are hard to come by. Just anyone, if you're going to a place where, if you go into a shop, if you go into a cafe, anyone who is serving you, please, just give them a smile, be patient. You don't know how many idiot people they've had to deal with. You don't know how stressful a day it's been. You don't know if this is their only job. You don't know why they're in this job. When they're not working, they're doing the same thing as you, trying to provide for families, trying to make a living, and trying to get things ready for the holidays. They're people. I'm a person. We are people. And I know this rant has gone on in so many different directions, and I really am sorry about it, but there's just no respect at all. And it always seems to get worse this time of year, and I just needed to get some of it off my chest because I really struggled today. I really did. So much happened at once, and it's just been building up and building up for the past couple months as well, and I know it's going to get worse. And I'm working Christmas Eve this year as well, which I don't mind because it's usually quiet, but there's always going to be someone trying to do last minute shopping, and no matter what happens, something is going to go wrong, and it is going to be my fault. Somehow. I'm sorry that this is such a downer of a video compared to the other stuff I normally do, but I just needed to get it off my chest and just needed to vent and just pass on a message, a plea. I wanted to pass on a plea that anyone who's out there, be nice to people in customer service because they're trying their best. They really are. And anyone who is working in customer service out there, then stay strong. It really sucks. But we're doing it for a reason. We just have to keep in mind what that reason is. So I'm gonna stop because I'm feeling a bit better just getting some of it off my chest. There's still so many stories out there. I might try and make a comedic storytime twist on it somewhere down the line, but maybe sometime next year, because at the moment, during this particular month, getting so close to Christmas holidays and the Christmas rush just bringing out the worst in people, I know I'm going to make it sound more malicious rather than funny, so I'm going to leave it there, and I might revisit it in the future. It was just nice to have a bit of a rant and just get some of it off my chest, and I am feeling a little bit better for it. I'm sorry again that this wasn't a funny video or anything writing related or baking related or anything like that, and I really do hope that you are enjoying the build up to the holidays. It's just things really built up over the past few months, and today everything happened and I just needed to rant a bit, so that's what this ended up being, a nonsensical, jumpy rant, which didn't actually lead anywhere, but we'll see where it goes from there. I will be back on Saturday with hopefully a more fun video, and just thank you for listening. And let me know if you have any customer service stories that you want to get off your chest. It's the season of goodwill. Let's just try and be a little bit nicer to each other, shall we? I think I need tea and a blanket and a nice cozy night in. Stay strong, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.